Starting the stream. We're streaming the stream, and it's streaming and getting up speed, and it's going at 350, 4,600 kilobytes per second. Okay. And now we know it's going. Pause the playback, and we're going to start recording this time, so I don't have to wait for it to metastasize out in YouTube land. All right. So it's me. It's Ken. Hello. I'm here to read you another chapter from my amazing book, Love and Hamburgers. It's a paranormal romance novella. And start off with the legal. Love and Hamburgers, Rick and Liz Saga, Book 1. A serial novella by Ken Poirier, second print edition, copyright 2018. Ken Poirier and Mitai Publishing, all rights reserved. Dedication. For the shy girl, I hope you find peace within yourself. Note, brands, corporations, and artists in this story, both real and fictional, appear italicized. Works of art appear in bold. Their mention by the characters and narrator are to provide cultural realism and are not meant as a reflection, opinion, or endorsement of these persons, products, or organizations in real life. Thank you, Ken. That's me. Chapter 2. Crossroads and Chill. They made their way outside. Even though there was a patio, they couldn't sit down because the metal furniture was ice cold in the Indiana spring air. Rick lit up a cigarette. You want one, Liz? No, I don't smoke. I just wanted to change the scenery. No, I don't smoke. I just wanted a change of scenery, fresh air, you know, Rick? You look familiar, but I can't figure out where I know you from. Oh, I doubt we've met before. I don't spend much time in Indianapolis. Are you from Muncie? That's where I grew up. No, I'm not from Muncie. I'm from L.A. L.A.? You don't seem like you're from L.A. Isn't everyone there fake? Fake? Rick cried. He grabbed his chest like he was about to have a heart attack. He wasn't, of course. The years of abusing his body with cigarettes and alcohol had added a touch of gray to his hair, but he was still a relatively young man in the age of modern medicine. Sure, he hadn't seen a doctor in 10 years for any situation that didn't involve stitches, but he was sure all the preservatives in the gas station food he had been ingesting must have had some sort of positive effect. He scanned his momentary companion who, for some strange reason, had followed him out of the bar. He tried to determine if she was naive or if she was just messing with him. It used to be easy. You would just count the number of tattoos and piercings or watch how burnt their hair was with peroxide when they shook their head. Back in the day, that's how you figured out how for real someone was. But the kids these days seem to be born with that stuff. Let me tell you something, Liz. All you know about LA is what you've seen on TV. People don't look at a car and think they understand everything about Detroit. Watch a couple episodes of TMZ or Top Model, and you think you know the place. But that's all just another product. LA is a living, breathing city where the dreamers go to battle against the bullshit of reality. Liz's eyelids sharpened into slits. She raised her chin. Her shoulders fell back. Her black plastic jacket slipped across her clavicle and her fishnet shirt. There it is, Rick thought to himself. She's waking up. Let's see how wild this girl really is. Okay, smartass. Tell me about it, said Liz. I'll do better than that, said Rick. I'll show you. Come on. Rick began to walk away. Liz followed him for a few steps before her better senses got a hold of her. "Where are we going?" she asked. "L.A. I got a hanker... L.A. I've got a hankering for some out-and-about burger, like you would not believe." That was enough for Liz to get a better hold of herself. She suddenly realized this guy must be out of his mind. She followed him out of the bar because there was something about him she liked. She wasn't sure what it was. He had a crispness about him. Sometimes that was all it took for her. The way a guy stood at the bar, or the way he moved his arms. Rick was animated, especially for someone his age. But there was something more about Rick. He was confident, yet bashful, all at the same time. Both hard and soft, powerful and gentle. It was an absolute novel experience for her. If he had said he was going to another bar or back to his place to show her some movie, something on Netflix, she wouldn't have had a second thought about it. 30 seconds ago, she would have totally banged him in the bathroom. If he had asked, that is. It was one of those kind of nights. Liz was up for just about anything to take her mind off having to look for a job tomorrow. But to expect someone he just met less than half an hour ago to go driving across the country with him? He must have been out of his mind, possibly dangerous. "You're joking, right?" "What, do you have a private jet or something?" Liz asked. "Nope," said Rick. He threw his arms out to his side, spreading his leather jacket like the wings of a bird. "All I got is 4 wheels and a dream of a hamburger." Liz's eyebrows lifted into her hairline. "You're crazy, Rick." "You know what would be crazy, Liz?" he asked as he started walking back to her. "Staying here. You know what this place is? Staying here." Let me say that again. "You know what would be crazy, Liz?" he asked as he started walking back to her. "Staying here. You know what this place is? My home, Indianapolis, which is way far away from L.A. "Too far," she replied. Rick put his right hand on her shoulder. He didn't grab her. He just used her as a cane for the moment. He took his left hand and began sweeping it across a traffic circle full of bars and hotels. There's a helicopter in the background. I don't know if you can hear it. I'm going to wait for it to pass. Bar. We're in a bar. No, we're in L.A., not in Indianapolis. There's not a lot of helicopters flying around in Indianapolis. It's like, oh, it's a helicopter. I wonder why that's there. Like, it's not rush hour. All right, it's gone. Let's back it up a little bit. He took his left hand and began sweeping it across a traffic circle full of bars and hotels. "This is the Crossroads of America," Rick said, "right here where we're standing. That guy who stands on top of that obelisk in the middle of the road, his name's Mercury, Hermes, whatever. He's the god of travel. There are 4 roads leading away from that spot, and with them you can go anywhere in the country. That one there," Rick pointed across the traffic circle, "that one goes to L.A. That's the one I'm taking. That's where I'm going." He took his hand off her shoulder and stumbled backwards. "This place here, this isn't a place you go to. This is a place you just stop for a moment on the way to somewhere else. You want to stay here? That's crazy, Liz." He pulled out another cigarette and lit it. He looked at Liz from under his eyelids and tapped at an imaginary watch on his left wrist. It was a big drink of whiskey, and Rick was hoping he was coming across more cool than wasted. But he was too drunk to be able to tell. She shook her head at him in disbelief. He shrugged at her, turned his view towards the statue of Mercury, and gave it a sharp salute. With that, he walked away into the night. Liz pulled out her phone to post an update about her bizarre encounter about a man who wanted to take her to L.A. for a hamburger. But the battery was red, and the phone had already started to shut itself down. Amy burst out of the door of the bar. "What the hell did you do, Liz? There's a huge mess behind the bar." "Screw it," thought Liz. "Sorry, Amy, but I gotta go do something. I'll talk to you soon." "Where are you going? Are you going to look for a job tomorrow?" But Amy might as well have been shouting out into an empty sky, for Liz wouldn't be looking for a job tomorrow. She was sick and tired of people telling her what to do. Rick was about halfway to his car when he heard the clomping of a woman's boots on the concrete behind him. He smiled as he flicked his burning cigarette butt. He smiled as he flicked his burning cigarette butt into the street. "Hey, Rick, wait up!" When he turned around, the out-of-breath girl grabbed the lapels of his jacket with both hands and pulled him close. He crossed his arms behind her waist and pressed his lips firmly against hers. "Okay," said Liz. "Let's go get this hamburger of yours." And Chapter 2. Next one's Chapter 3, Cutting the Darkness. Cutting the Darkness. Yep, that's the next one. So, I don't know how many I'm going to try and do tonight, but you want to hear more? Be sure to like, subscribe, ring the bell, do all the things, to shares and the tweets and the twaddles. All right, get it out there. That's what I'm going for. Get it out there. All right, love you guys. Talk to you later.